You recording has never changed anything about us behaving ourselves. No. There you go. All right.
All right. It's 1 o'clock, peeps. How's everybody doing?
All right, everybody. Can y'all hear me? It is 1 o'clock. Let's get this thing started. It's 1 o'clock. Sean's going to be running the meeting. But you want me to start with our, y'all remember the little song? Tell something good and all that. So what's our good right now? What's our gratitude? Somebody tell me. Let's start it off. Tell me something good.
I'm grateful for this awesome weather. It's actually really nice to be able to breathe freely outside. So
Yeah.
Gratitude for lower humidity today.
Now, top hats can't have the only one gratitude. Come on.
I'm grateful for lunch always.
Grateful? We are grateful for Selena for bringing lunch.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I am grateful that I am not on military orders anymore. Thank you, Jesus. Now I got to play a week's worth of catch up here. So, anything else? Anybody online? Y'all got some gratitude? Let's go. Garrett, Tamala, Miles, anybody?
I'm grateful for this weather, but mostly I'm grateful for you guys. It's so awesome to see everybody. I had the opportunity to see Bob yesterday and Craig. I almost didn't recognize either one of them. I'm gonna start calling them Slim 1 and 2. But you guys are just so awesome, and thank you for letting me be part of this. I've missed you guys. It's been kind of weird and COVID-y. So, but just know that I think about you guys all the time, and you can call me. You're the reason for my job. So I don't hear a lot from you guys, and I would love to hear more from you. So please call me. I don't screen my calls, and I'd love to hear from you guys. So please call me if there's anything I can do for you.
Excellent.
Any questions ever?
Thank you, Tamala.
Absolutely.
Anybody else? Buffy, you got anything? I'm gonna call my own wife out. She's gonna talk to other people, but not us.
Yeah, I'm grateful for busy craziness seasons going from, I don't know.
Am I frozen? Okay.
Crazy for busy seasons. All right. Anybody else?
It has been crazy busy. I'm grateful for that.
Bob ain't grateful. I like that. He was like, no, I got nothing.
Bob needs another assistant.
Because we stole his. You did indeed.
Fair and square.
All right, Miss Sean, it's all yours, dear.
All right. No other gratitudes? Come on now. I am grateful for all of our ALC members that have taken time away from their businesses to teach our listing classes in the Market Center. They have been outstanding. Everything's up on YouTube in case you missed it. So I just wanted to say that I appreciate you guys as leaders of our office, and you guys are doing a great job. So My next gratitude is for this lovely lady right here.
Look.
Oh, Miss Selena's in the house. And she made everybody lunch. Come on closer to the laptop, love.
You gotta come closer this one.
That way we can all hear you.
And right here. Right here. There you go.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, they're gonna look at the back of your head for a minute, but that's fine.
Wait.
That's okay.
Camera's right there. No, look at them.
We just want to be able to hear you.
I got a nice battery then. So anyway,
My hair's fabulous today. There we go.
switching it out right now. So I'm Selena. Most of you know me. I was downstairs at Century for 6.5 years. And last fall, Century sold and made some changes, and a group of 12 of us that were at Century left, and we formed this new brokerage where I'm at now. Today I have with me Chris. Chris is a new loan officer with us, so he's been an LO before, but he just joined us. And I also have Jeremiah. Jeremiah is young and hungry, and he's interning with us. My husband coached him in football years ago, so he's learning all about real estate and soaking it in. And we haven't scared him off yet, so that's a good thing. Couple things for you guys. I was just kind of talking with Thomas about some of these things. And I was telling him on the way over here, it's like I don't want to harp on like negative things, but I also think it's good for you guys to have realistic expectations. There's definitely a lot of congestion right now, I feel like, with mortgage lending for a couple of reasons. And one of the, well, COVID slowed a lot of things down because there's underwriters working from home, there's title people, insurance people, all of those things kind of led to a little bit of slower turn times with some things. And the other factor I feel like is the amount of refinances that are also happening at the same time as a really strong purchase market. So when you couple, hey, we have a really busy purchase market going on, and we have crazy amount of people refinancing right now too, because money is cheap right now. You know, those two things together have caused a lot of congestion with underwriting and appraisals, especially. I'm finding that appraisers are taking to go out, they're taking longer to schedule, they're taking longer to support that, and that's with all of the companies that we work with. We work with 20 different companies, and with every single one, we're finding that there's been some lag times with those things. So it's not every single borrower, but it's happening, you know, a significant amount of time. So I think it's good to have real expectations that, you know, it's not. It doesn't mean anything is necessarily wrong or going haywire. It's kind of just the nature of the market right now. One thing that I think is going to actually help is the fact that last Wednesday, Fannie and Freddie announced that they were going to add a half-point hit in pricing to all refinances. So basically, what I think that's going to slow down the refinances, which is going to be a good thing for the purchases, because it's going to allow purchases to get a little bit of breathing room and get some of the refinances that were clogging the system out, you know, when that goes through. So I think that's a good thing really for you guys. You know, not necessarily on the lending side, because we like refinances too. And another thing, rates are amazing, guys. I locked in an FHA loan. I'm not supposed to talk about rates, but yesterday we locked in at 2.625. You guys, it's like free. I mean, it's free money. I mean, yeah, that's an FHA loan. I've closed several conventional loans under 3. I think I have one with Jay right now that's 2.88. So again, amazing interest rates are available. You know, and every buyer's different. Not everybody's getting 2.6 or 2.8, but you know, if they have a strong application, strong credit, you know, there's certainly some opportunities to get really good rates. And the buying power that gives them that they didn't have 12 months ago. I mean, they can buy a house that's potentially $25,000 to $30,000 more in value and have the same payment that they would have had 12 months ago on a house. So, you know, they're getting a lot more bang for their buck because those rates are so low. So just some, good things for you guys to know about. Like I said, we are a broker now, so we have about 20 different companies we go through, so it gives us a unique opportunity to be able to shop rates, shop loan programs, shop borrower scenarios. With COVID, so many overlays were set out on different guidelines that were restricted. And we still have 2 lenders, I believe, that will go down to a 600 credit score if we have other strong factors on the application. So when you have different options, you can, try to custom fit a loan for your buyer, make sure that we're able to help them even in these crazy, crazy times. Does anybody have any questions for me about anything while I'm up here?
What was 600 credits for loans? What's the interest rate look like on those?
Well, the interest rate's gonna be, they're gonna take a hit on the interest rate. I mean, I think if you're at a 6, like, I had one that was like a 610 and I closed not that long ago. If you're under 620, you're kind of out of the norm right now. Probably gonna be closer to 4. I mean, 12 months ago, that was a great rate. So, and I do tell people though, and I'll let you know if I'm working with your buyers, if their score is not as strong, the pricing to get the rate might be a little bit more. So the closing costs can be a little bit more because locking in that rate is a little bit more expensive. So, but I'll let you know if that's the case, and we need to factor that into the closer to if we're asking for closing costs to be paid by the seller. We'll factor that in when we do that. So, yeah. Anybody else have any questions for me?
Still doing the data housing?
No, I don't know what anybody is. It's basically been ripped because Indiana Housing is a wonderful program for buyers, but it's not a lucrative program and it's just for investors. So I don't know if anybody's doing it right now. I do have a down payment assistance program available. It's very, very similar to Indiana Housing, and I've closed a couple of those. They're going to require longer time to get done, just FYI, because a normal purchase is taking a little bit longer right now. When you have that money, you need to factor in some more days. But I do have, it's an FHA loan, they get 3.5% down. That is forgiven after they make, I believe it's 5 years of payment on time, like in a row. So it is forgiven eventually. Rate was pretty good on it, again around 4. But the closing costs are a little bit higher. There's some additional fees that they have on the closing, which is the same as Indiana Housing, basically. So we do USDA as well, and conventional FHA, VA, all those things. Anybody else have any questions for me?
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I always love seeing you guys. It's like coming home. feel like we've all been secluded for so long, so it's good to see you.
Open office space. Just saying.
Oh gosh. We have, right down the road as well. So we're in the shopping center down the road. We just gotta find.
Thank you, Miss Selena.
All right, over ya.
Oh, you go back into, we're going back into.
So next we have a special announcement. Can you guys hear me okay? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
Yeah.
All right. So we have a special announcement, and we have Craig Everly streaming in from Ohio. Craig, do a mic check.
Can you hear me?
Can you guys hear him? Awesome. All right, here we go.
What's up, everybody? Coming to you live from Dayton, Ohio, and we got a special guest who'll pop in here in just a second. But I want to introduce you to Robert Brennan, our new team leader. We're up here in Dayton, Ohio today, doing some strategizing with our special guest that I'm going to introduce you to here in just a second. But I just want to introduce Robert, and he's going to just share a couple things about himself and just kind of his vision for what's next. And what we're doing up here, is just, we're focusing so much today on making our market center continue to make it better, growing our staff, growing our services to our agents, and helping you build your businesses, a strategy around generating leads for you all, and just it's exciting. So I I'll introduce you now to Robert.
Absolutely.
So,
Um, Hello, everyone. It's great to see all of you. I'm going to spend the next few weeks learning as much as I can about the business and understanding some of the challenges and the things that are going well for us. And I'll be in my office throughout the week, and I'm excited to meet each and every one of you personally. So stop on by, and if you haven't heard from me, I'll be reaching out to you directly in the next couple of weeks as well. So welcome, everybody, and thanks for joining today.
all right. And our special guest here, Mr. Press McKissick.
What's up, everybody? What's going on?
Hey, Press, how are you
Here-
doing?
I'm doing good. Did you guys kick Craig out? Is that why he's at my office today?
We
He
sent him
just-
to the principal's office.
He just showed up. No, it's all good. We've been having a great time today. I don't know how much more I can add other than what they said. We're focused on making our Southern Indiana office premier and adding amazing services and strategizing on some really cool ideas that we're seeing across the country. So I just want you guys to know I'm here for you. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the regional director. So I'm always available for anyone who ever needs me. And if I can do anything to help you, just let me know. All right, I'm out. See ya.
All right, guys. Thanks for
Bye.
being at the partner meeting today. We're going to jump back in here. Have a good
Bring
day.
us back. Great stuff.
All right, we'll do.
Thank you. All right, friends. So as leadership, we always get tons of questions of all different sorts from our partners, and that's all of you. So I wanted to take about 2 or 3 minutes and go through some of the old and new resources that are available to you guys to find your questions. Because of course, you know, staff cannot be awake 24 hours a day. We're usually in the office between, 9 and 5. And then after that, you guys are kind of on your own. So we want to make sure that everybody in the office knows about the great resources that we have for getting your questions answered. So the first one, if you do not have this phone number programmed into your cell phone yet, I want you to make sure you take a couple minutes and do that. And that number is our KW hotline. So this hotline is taken care of by all of our ALC members. They're on a rotation, and it's there for our agents who have questions and need answers now. So whether you have a question about where do you find a certain resource, or maybe you have a question regarding the contract and Bob's on the phone with someone else, we want to make sure that you have several different numbers that you can call and get your questions answered. So our ALC hotline number is 502-237-8255, and make sure you hug an ALC member the next time you see them, because they're the ones making all of this wonderful stuff happen. Our next resource, did I hear a question? Nope, okay. Our next resource is new. I started this up in August, and I hope everyone has had a chance to go in there and take a look at our monthly partner newsletter. So our newsletter is there to highlight the things that are going on in the office. It's there to celebrate our birthdays, our cappers, birth announcements, whatever you might have that's going on in your personal life. We also like to celebrate those moments with you. It also has upcoming events, so you stay current on what's going on in the Market Center, and hopefully you have time in your schedule to participate in those things. So just by raising your hands, who has actually received and read the partner newsletter? All right, I don't see as many hands as there should be. So if you want to make sure that you stay up to date with what's going on in the Market Center, please make sure that you take 2 minutes and just review our newsletter and our announcements that go out, and it will make sure that you know what is happening in our market center at all times. Sorry, my computer froze. One moment, please. There we go. Next, we have our KWSoIN YouTube channel is up. It's running. It has tons of great resources. So all of our listing classes that we've been having the month of August are up on our YouTube channel. When you are on YouTube and you check out KWSoIN, you're going to want to make sure you click on where it says right here, the playlist. Everybody knows me, I like to stay super organized, and hopefully that will help you find what you're looking for. So we have listing resource classes, we have realtor safety classes, we have our previous partner meetings in case you missed one. We have a playlist on setting your goals, on profit share, DocuSign training, which is going to be a big deal here coming up pretty soon. We have several different people teaching DocuSign classes on our YouTube channel, as well as KW Command and our own broker, Mr. Bob the Broker, teaching contracts and forms. So again, if you need help with anything, you want to make sure that you check out the YouTube channel first. See if you can answer your questions with a quick video, especially if it's at 9 or 10 o'clock at night and you can't get a hold of anyone. I assure you that there is something on our YouTube channel that's going to help you get through that question. Does anyone have any questions about what we've gone over so far? Next, we have updated a lot of information in our KWSoIN Resource Center. So if you did not know about the Resource Center, now you do. It is in Google Drive, so you can access that through any of your Gmails. It's under the apps in the top right-hand corner, and you're going to want to make sure that you go to Shared with Me, and then you'll be able to see a folder called the KWSoIN Resource Center. In our Resource Center, we have several folders in there for you. Again, it is broken down by topic. I have a lot of the Bold classes that we just did online, the Bold Pivot class. We have Bold resources. The role plays and the scripts are all in there via audio file, so you can go on there and practice your scripts. We have lead generation resources, listing resources, everything that you can think of that you need to learn is in our Resource Center. So please take a moment when you have time to go in there and check stuff out. We also have a new look to our Market Center training calendar, which is also found in our Resource Center on Google Drive. I'm trying to take all of our resources and put them in one thing. Now, I love KW Connect. Hear me say that. I love KW Connect, but sometimes it is super hard to find what you are specifically looking for. Is that the right way to say that? It's a loving way to say that. It's a hot mess. There's stuff all over the place and you can never find what you're looking for. So we have combined Market Center classes. We have combined regional classes that are going on at a regional level, as well as the KW Connect live and pivot schedule that is going on through KW Connect. I also subscribe to things like Lab Coat Agents and the National Association of Realtors and several different learning resources. So I will put those into our training calendar as well. A lot of those are obviously via Zoom or on a webinar, but know that you have those links available in our training calendar. Excuse me. I also wanted to, since we're on the subject of training calendar, I wanted to make sure that everybody knows that we are having a Paint the Town Red weekend. And guess which weekend that is? This weekend. So if you do not have an open house planned for this weekend, please make sure you get one on your schedule. We want to just blow up Facebook with our listings and get our faces out there in front of people and post your Facebook lives everywhere. If you have any questions, Miss Amy Dixon is going to be heading that up this weekend. I believe she's going to be doing 2 open houses, Saturday and Sunday maybe? No, I don't know. She just got big eyes. So if you have any questions about how to hold an open house or tricks and tips for getting people there, we are here to help you. Amy, do you have anything to add to that?
If you do not have an open house to hold open, contact me. I am sure the Paxton Group, the Big Red Team, the Howard Group, Live Life Homes, they may have an extra one. Standard Lab, yes. We've got homes for you to hold open. So if you say, I don't have a listing, so I'm not going to have an open house, that's not an excuse. We're not going to accept that. So
wrong answer.
Wrong answer. Call me. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy. Also, I wanted to point out that Keller Williams International has started up their Wealth Building Wednesdays. If you have been in Keller Williams for more than, I want to say 5 years, you guys know about their Wealth Building Wednesdays. And that is going to be hosted live on KW Connect. If you go into our training calendar and you hover over any of the titles, it's going to give you a description and a quick link to get you to the class that you want to go to. So please make sure that you take a couple minutes and take a look at our new training calendar. I have a question pop up. We still use the Market Center intranet calendar. Absolutely. We're just having multiple ways of viewing the same information.
Hey, Sean.
Yes, sir.
On the wealth building series, besides profit share, do we know if there's anything else that we cover? Do we know much yet?
They are going to have the full gamut of passive income sources, Todd. They're going to have profit share discussions, growth share discussions, building your passive income through flips and rentals and other forms. So Mark King, Gary Keller, they're going to be the ones that are leading the charge on that.
Mark's awesome.
I love Mark King. He's my celebrity crush, FYI. Any other questions on that? Perfect. And then we have September. I wanted to bring up the September calendar so you guys know what is coming down the road, down the pathway for us. First thing, I want to give a shout out to Buffy Kirkman. Is she in the house? Whoop, whoop, sitting in the back of the class. Look at you. So she has been helping me put this Market Center event together, and it's going to be a great resource for our agents and also your clients. I do not want to give away what we're doing because I want you all to come to our September 2nd partner meeting. I hope you guys are writing that down because I can barely see you. September 2nd, we are going to have a special guest host from Dave Ramsey, and we are going to be, I know Amy's so excited. We are going to be unveiling our new agent resource for our entire Market Center and all of your clients. So make sure you write it down, September 2nd, 1 p.m. All right. You have also probably received an invitation on Facebook from me to join the Ohio Valley Agent Group. This is something that our regional leadership, Press McKissick, Dana Gentry Jackson, they've been putting together for us. And the first big event that's going to be kicking off their Facebook group is Linda McKissick. Does everybody know who Linda McKissick is? If you don't, you should know. She's going to be interviewing a millionaire every single Monday starting September 7th. So make sure that you accept that invitation to join the Facebook group so that you have access into her live webinar. Also, September is Realtor Safety Month. Did you guys know that? It's like a national thing. So I'm going to be posting safety tips on our Facebook page every single day. We are going to have the Indiana State Police at our market center, and they're going to teach us about realtor safety, and they're also going to teach us some self-defense. Self-defense that will keep us out of the hospital and out of jail. We're also going to have our own Roger Kirkman teaching some self-defense techniques in the market center. And I believe the safety committee is going to be having an active shooter training class for our entire office.
I'm glad you said training class instead of just an active shooter.
Training class. We're going to prep for in case something bad happens and be proactive so we know how to handle stuff. And then, of course, last but not least, we have Mega Camp. It's going to be a digital experience this year. We're going to host it in our market center, and you need to make sure that you go to megacamp.kw.com and register. It is going to be awesome. It's going to have a lot of interactive communication between us and the presenters, and there's going to be breakout sessions so that you can really dive into what you might be struggling with in your business. Does anyone have any other questions around the training calendar? Everybody good? Perfect. So this is going to require interaction. Who is loving the text message alerts? Text message reminders, yay or nay? Yes, you love? Perfect. I promise you that we will not get annoying with them. We are just going to text you and remind you of classes that are coming up so that you have the date and time right on your phone, and that quick link where you can just click a button and get onto whatever class that you're wanting to attend. So if everybody's good, everybody loves it, we're going to continue to do so. All right. We also have a new website called KWSoIN.com. Now, we put this together. I've been redoing the entire agent onboarding process, but this is really for everyone in our market center. If you've ever had the question about who should I call for what, it has links to our training calendar. If you've ever needed the office's license number or the HUD number or links to a certain class, everything is documented on this website. So you just want to pull it up and you want to save it as your favorite on your phone and on your computer. And if you have any questions, I guarantee you that the information you need is on that page. I am also taking recommendations. So you want to see something on this page, let me know, and I'll make sure that it gets up there. So I also want to open this up for group discussion. What other resources would you guys like to see us putting together for our market center? If you're on Zoom, go ahead and unmute yourself so we can hear you. Are you saying we are knocking it out of the park and everything's perfect? Is that what I'm hearing? Oh my goodness, Roger. Look at that. Boom.
I don't believe it, but hey, that's what we're seeing. So.
Okay, so let's do this instead. If you have a recommendation for what we can be doing better in the market center to serve you all, would you please text me and Craig, and we'll make sure that we rock it out. Yes, Roger.
I've got something.
What you got?
How about market statistics? And then do we already have a place for restrictions that we have available for different developments?
What was the question?
Okay, so how about market statistics?
They were in your newsletter.
Okay, and covenants and restrictions for the different areas that we need covered.
So covenants and restrictions are in, let me rephrase that. Links to our counties are in the resource center. So we had a conversation as a leadership team, and we made the decision really to protect our market center that we should not keep covenants and restrictions, copies of those, anywhere in our building or online, due to the fact that they do change and we are not notified of those changes. And listen, I would never ever want to supply you all with the wrong information. Can we all agree on that?
No.
No? Oh my Lord. So what we've done in the covenants and restrictions folder is we've given you a link to go to that recorder's office, and you can type in what you're looking for and pull up the most.
Sean?
Yes.
Other companies do it. Why can't we?
Well, we are not other companies, and we're not an average company.
But other companies have not been sued because they provided that information to their users.
Well, that doesn't mean that they can't ever be sued for providing that information.
Okay.
So if you want to be sued and you want to take this to the ALC, I'll be more than happy to put those covenants and restrictions back up there. And I wanted to make sure that we are not liable for giving our clients incorrect or outdated information.
Hey, Sean.
Yes.
I was asked to ask you to show us how easy it is to get to that information.
Which part?
Covenants, codes, all that kind of fun stuff.
Okay. Let me try to get out of here. Hold on a second.
Sean, I have a question too, and that is, wonder if we could get our builders taken care of since they're on hold and then come back to our in-house.
Yep, so builders are gonna be in about 5 minutes, Lisa.
Super, thank you.
Yep, at 1:45.
Great,
Okay,
thanks.
so in our resource center, let me pull this.
Go to the Clark County Recorder's Office to look up Waters of Milan.
Waters of Milan.
Yes.
Can you still see my screen? Does it have the resource center up? Yes or no? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. So we have covenants and restrictions here, and then there's links to the recorder's office. Oh my goodness, where did they go?
I don't know.
Somebody came in here and accidentally deleted some links, but left Floyd County up. Okay, do you have any in Floyd County that I can look up?
The Oaks in Floyd County.
Highland Oaks.
Apple Creek, Highland Oaks.
Highland Oaks, thank you. I'm sorry, I get really bad feedback for some reason. So I'm going to take that link and open it up. Let me make this smaller so I can see. You said Highland Oaks?
Yes.
There we go. And then you should be able to open this up. I'm not going to because sometimes it takes a minute to open up the actual document.
Can we also very friendly remind people when they are in the Google Docs, when you cut and paste things or change things, do not change things in the Google Docs because it changes it for all of us. So just copy, do not cut.
Yep. Or if you need to download. Last year in 2019, someone accidentally deleted the whole ship shebango and I almost had an aneurysm. Can you imagine my head almost blowing off the top of my, yep, almost freaked out. So I put this little message up here. Please only download, do not delete, copy, or fill out.
Hey, Sean?
Yes, love.
Sure you can share that stuff and they cannot manipulate it. Lock it. You can lock it so they cannot manipulate it.
I can lock it, but then you can't download it either. And that's a big bummer.
But can't you just lock that page with the links on it?
I will double check. But if you lock things, you won't be able to click on stuff or copy and paste at all. But I will double check on that.
Hey, Sean?
Yes.
Brian here. In legal counsel advised us not to post the restrictions on our website, or is that just something we elected to do now?
Roger, can you repeat that for me?
Did our legal counsel recommend not to post the restrictions and the subdivision restrictions, or did we just decide not to do that ourselves?
It was partly broker, partly legal.
Okay.
Because we did have a legal situation come up, which we were able to resolve. And it was regarding the covenants and restrictions. And the question was asked, where did you get that information from? And the agent said that they got it from our resource center.
Okay, thank you.
So it did go through LOP.
So it's Bob's fault. Yeah.
Everything's Bob's fault. So does anyone have any other questions before we move on to our wonderful builders? Any questions? Going once, twice? All right. So if you did not know, our office is an office of some really great construction companies. So Howard Built, Rye Built, Gilmore, Valdez, Witten, and Land Mill. So I'm going to pull up the multiple listing service here. And I do believe we have the Mr. Eddie Miller on the Zoom. Let me get over here and unmute you, sir. I'm going to let Land Mill go first. There we go. Go ahead, Eddie, test your mic for me.
All right. How do I sound?
Perfect. You sound
We got you.
fantastic.
Excellent.
You
Well,
tell me which one you want me to pull up, and I'll pull up the listing for you.
Okay, I don't have any listings. Lisa might have set some of that up in advance, but
I would say go to Red Tail Ridge, lot 106.
Lot 106. All right, go ahead and talk, and I'll find it for you.
all right. So yeah, Lisa just asked me to come today and kind of give you all a little bit of background on Land Mill, who we are, what we do, where we operate, and you know, I appreciate you inviting me. I can obviously tell that you guys are the right company for us to be partnered with. Lisa and her team does a great job representing Land Mill and the houses that we build and sell. So I appreciate everything you do, Lisa, and your team. But yeah, Land Mill's been around for 25 years. We build houses in Clark County. We've built about 600 plus homes over the past 25 years. And we currently have 2 subdivisions going. We're finishing up Raintree Ridge. We got one more house to build in there, and we'll be packing up and moving out of that subdivision. But our big focus right now is Whispering Oaks and Redtail Ridge. So we've got about 6 pieces of inventory over at Redtail, and we can't build them fast enough in Whispering Oaks. Thankfully, this is kind of a wild environment that we're in where, you know, basically we cannot build them fast enough. So
what a wonderful problem to have.
absolutely. It's still a problem nonetheless. But, you know, we've had a motto for a long time that bigger's not better. And, you know, we've come to find out that 30 to 36 houses a year is our sweet spot. So even with all this demand, we're still trying to maintain our quality, take care of our customers. And, you know, we're also doing quite a bit more customs than we've ever done. I think, you know, maybe 5-10 years ago, we were entirely spec builders. Whereas now, I think in the past 9 months, we've done about 18 custom builds, customer contract. And that's people that come to us and either like one of our house plans and want to maybe tweak it or pick their own colors, or in some cases, people bring their own plans and we build them on one of our existing lots. So, yeah, just our big thing is communication, you know, before, during, and after the sale. I know there's a lot of good builders out there, but I think sometimes builders get a bad rap for maybe not being the best communicators. So we try to strive to just keep in contact with customers, let them know what their expectations should be, and just kind of managing the process from before we ever get started to while we're building, you know, change orders. And then even after we close, making sure they understand that we're still there to take care of the things that we're responsible for. And I think that reputation has kind of paid off in terms of we've had a lot of people that are repeat customers. You know, Lisa's brought us customers that have built 2 or 3 houses with us. And so I think that kind of speaks to maybe we're doing a few of the right things. So, but yeah, I'd love to talk about some of our listings if it's possible to pull that stuff up. I can't see it on my screen.
Well, unfortunately, my computer has frozen, so there we go.
I'll give you a recap, and Eddie's totally on track. Landmill has been one of the best companies that I've ever worked with as far as builders go, in that they take care of people, especially after the sale. Their quality up front and all that is a given, but after the sale, when a lot of builders may or may not return the call about small things, we have a punch list system that's in place. It's very much clockwork, very methodical, and very reliable. So to recap, we have Redtail Ridge coming. They're slab homes. It's a garden style unit. They start at $235 and go up. Raintree Ridge then only has 1 lot left, lot 385. It's a new floor plan for us called the Nicole on a daylight basement. We haven't listed it yet, but I believe it's going to be about 310. And then everything we have in Whispering Oaks are just basements. We have a few lots left in phase 7, a few lots in phase 8, and we're starting phase 9 there. And those are, for the most part, either in ground, but especially walkout basements. That would be $325 to just under $400,000 for Whispering Oaks. So 3 locations, a Raintree about to wrap up. Sean, I see you've gotten our one spec that we have in Whispering Oaks is lot 326. Hopefully you can see it on your screen. That's a walkout basement. It's a creekstone floor plan at $330,000, and it's pretty incredible. If you go into the MLS and look at the photography on that house, and really photography on any of our houses, you'll be able to tell quite a bit more about the quality. So just like Eddie, I appreciate the opportunity to be in front of everybody. Would be happy to give you guys more information about Landmill or any of our homes, philosophies, anything at all, if and when you would like it. And I really appreciate everybody's interest and attention and questions. So, Sean, thanks for doing those photographs. Check out all the trim work. A lot of trim work, a lot of built-ins, tray ceilings, bullnose corners. Our ceilings are all smooth ceilings, 10-foot in most of our subdivisions, flat, and 9-foot flat in Redtail. Tile showers, granite countertops, several features that I think you and your buyers are going to like. So,
perfect. Thank you, Lisa and Landmill.
Thank you, Eddie.
Yeah,
thanks, Sean.
Thank you.
All right, I'll let Rybill and Paxton Group fight it out. Who's next?
They're both saying go next.
Please come up to the laptop so we can hear you, por favor. Which one you want, Tomas? Oh, Paxton Group. Are you flexing? Witten Builders. Look at that. Who's going first, boys?
I guess I am. Over here. Hang on. Right here. I'm right here.
Hi, Thomas. Which one you want up? Chapel Hill or Glenmore?
We're talking about the Gardens of Danbury Oaks.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. So one thing I do want to say.
Are those listed?
They are not listed yet.
All right, then. Carry on.
Yep. So one thing I do want to say is we have phenomenal builders here. And the cool thing is I really feel like a lot of us are really on the same page in the way we operate. I'm sorry, dude. No, you're good. I wanted you to have it. So in the way we operate, I think a lot of us could agree. A lot of builders, we get along. So it's a really cool thing. You know, I can't say how many meetings we've been in with Brightwell that it doesn't work out with us, and we're like, hey, go check out Witten, hey, go check out Landmill. These guys are really good people. They're building really good, high quality homes. So I think us having that commonality of community in-house is something that's really cool to Keller Williams. And so it'd be really cool to see agents, guys that are out there, support these builders because they're really, really, really high quality homes and builders. So this is the Gardens of Danbury Oaks. We've got 54 lots in this section, Danbury Oaks. We're going to begin 5 houses immediately. 4 of them will be for sale. 1 of them is going to be a model home. So the lots that will be beginning here shortly, probably in about 3 weeks, are lots 458, 457, 456, 455, and 454. So you see that little row right there. We're already selling lots here. You'll see as you look through this paper, and if you're on Zoom, I'm going to send out an email here in about 45 minutes so you guys can have the information as well. You can see that we do have some pricing sheets available. Lawn care will be taken care of in this subdivision as part of the HOA fee. Slab home community, we are doing a slab with a bonus as well. This is a true bonus, so what I mean by that is the actual bedroom. We're not doing any of the slanted ceilings or anything like that. It's an 8-foot ceiling throughout in the 4th bedroom upstairs with the bathroom also. So we are doing a 4-3 in there. That's the one, the Abilene for 18.3, I think, square feet is what it is. So those prices are just a baseline for us. Obviously, if your client comes in and they want to add something to the house, it goes up from there. But we did kind of break down some extra costs for you, like screened-in porches and things like that, just so you kind of know, what to expect. So if you have anybody in this price range, again, we're already selling lots. We're actually writing a contract on Thursday for lot. We've got 421. Yeah, but we're going to have common areas, sidewalks throughout, all that. I'd love to talk with you guys about it. Let me know. And again, if you're on Zoom, two-car garages. Yeah, 2-car garages. So, good question. Yeah, if you're on Zoom, we'll send out an email here in a little bit to you guys. And if you have any questions, just let me know.
Thank you, Thomas. All right, Mr. Paxton, you're up.
So I want to talk about 2 different builders right now. You're exactly right. There's a nice variety of Keller Williams of builders. A lot of up-and-coming builders that have been doing this 5 years, anywhere in between. I represent Kent Witten, who's been building longer than I've been on the planet, so I'm glad he's not here. Just kind of sad about it. He's been building 4 decades and does a really good job. Also, just click on one of the Valdez, please, in Meyer Manor. Doug Rawlings, he started out a long time ago. When I was in elementary school, I would clean his jobs to pick up the 2x4s and the lumber. And he started with Bob Lynn, got away from Bob Lynn, still builds in Bob's developments. We've got 7 new listings in Meyer Manor. Sellersburg is hot right now. This is not USDA. This street of Meyer Manor is not USDA, but some of the other houses down the road are. Starting at 200 up to 230. The 230 floor plan is a 2-story, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, and 2 laundry rooms. So 229.9 on those. This is one of the ranch slabs. The thing I like working about Doug, he runs a schedule so tight. He gets the subs in there and out of there. Like it's very, very well ran from a project management standpoint. I've learned a lot how to run our flips. And be like, every day is $1, and every white space on the calendar costs you money if you don't have a vendor there. So it's really cool. Check out Meyer Manor for $200,000 in a brand new house in Sellersburg. Then you can click on any Witten. We've got 3 specs right now for Witten Builders, 2 in Hawthorne Glen, which is very, very hot, obviously. This one is in Champions Point. It's a waterfront home. This is not the
I love this house.
It's one of the coolest homes I've ever been in once it's finished, right? You can click through some pictures. That's where we are today. Call it the Davis floor plan, story and a half. We're at $499. It's a finished walkout on the lake, and it's got a safe room, and like I think it's like a 20 by 8 safe room in the basement, all concrete wall, concrete ceiling. So we're just really dolling up the finishes on this one here. 2 other projects were so Hawthorne Glen as well. We've got a ranch slab for $250 and a finished walkout for $349 in Hawthorne Glen. Then let's see, 3 projects coming up we're really, really excited about. Villages of Valley View. If you click on that one there, number 32. Villages of Valley View, Floyd's Knobs has been begging for a patio garden home option, and it's not really there. I'm not really calling this 32 lot development a patio home or garden homes. We put it in the MLS just to get exposure because the Cyra police got on me about our sign out there. She's like, all right, just put it in MLS. And she said that was fine. So that's why this house is there. House is going to be starting in the high 3s. We've already got 6 lots committed, and we have a closing on Friday for one that is close to 700,000. So this is going to be the luxury new development of the area in Floyd's Knobs, Villages of Valley View. HOA will include lawn mowing, snow removal, and a year membership at the golf course, which is right across the street. So really, really cool development. And 2 others that we're working on right over there. We're getting approval for 50 lot subdivision. They won't call it Todd's Commons. That I was like, come on, just name it after me. But we're figuring out what we're going to name subdivision. 50 lots right to the left of Abbey Chase, literally right over around the corner. You'll be seeing that development come down the pipe. And then 18 lots in Brookstone and Georgetown we're finalizing. So a lot of new things Witten Builders is taken care of. Right now, we're just in between subdivisions. We finished the Copper Ridge. So experienced builders, happy to work with you guys. And the same thing, just did a really good job, really good quality. So thanks. Somebody take a picture of me and text it to me.
Thank you, guys. Is there anyone in the Market Center in the training room that we have missed? All right, perfect. So if you are looking for new construction, it is super easy to go into the MLS, put in your criteria, come on down here and click on new construction, yes, and then it will bring up all of the inventory for you to be able to see. I also used the column headers here to be able to add, you can insert columns on your displays here, and then you can type in subdivision names, new construction, whatever it is that you're wanting to sort by, and apply that, and you'll be able to see it all in a glance here. All right, how are we doing for time? It is 1:57. I have 2 more quick announcements, and then we are going to wrap stuff up. Let me get my screen situated here. I was on both an international and a regional call this week, and they both announced that during this whole DocuSign transition, it hasn't been great, it hasn't been lovely. However, you want to make sure, especially if you're running a team, how many team leaders do I have in the house today? We have a bunch of teams in here. DocuSign and Keller Williams have been working and collaborating together for the past several months to make this more team friendly. They are going to be rolling out those changes for DocuSign at Mega Camp. They have sworn me to secrecy, so I cannot tell you what the changes are, but I'm telling you right now that your lives are about to get a whole lot easier. Can we get a round of applause? Yay! All right, perfect. And then our last note, Mr. Roger.
What?
Let's talk about compliance, my friend.
Mr. Rogers.
What are you seeing that people are doing a great job on, and what are we needing help with?
The biggest thing so far, the great job I'm seeing from the DCA compliance side is commissions have being used more and more and more. That's awesome. That is amazing. Thank you. I talked to Craig and our regional people as well. We are going to look at a final hard stop on green sheet coming up within the next 2 months. We have to get a definite date in. Knowing that commission tabs are getting better daily, we all know that there are problems with command and we're all working through them. But there will be a hard stop on green sheet period within the next probably 2 months. The downside a little bit is that on those commission tabs, we got to make sure that these referrals are coming in properly, and being loaded properly. If not, once I move everything over to more for the VA, if the referrals aren't automatically loading, that's taking more time to try and go back and find it, try and find out what the next splits are, things like that. It's not difficult, it's just time consuming, and that takes away from getting the processing done faster for you. Yes, Bob?
So how should a referral be submitted? What is the process?
That is something I am working on learning myself from the agent side, because I just know the market side. I'm going to be talking with Thomas this week and also with my wife, Buffy, who does a lot of stuff, and she's slowly getting better at it herself. She tells me she's getting better at it, so I don't know what to talk to you. Did I say that out loud? But that is just something that will help me help you to get it done faster and not have issues with, oh, we got to go back and correct the VA, get a proper percentage out of it, then go back and pull money out of your account that you've been overpaid, that type of thing. But we're getting there. We also have a new tech person that we're going to be working with to possibly get direct agent technology help. We don't have that finally on the books yet, but that is in the process of interviewing to get also some ease off of the shoulders of Thomas and Jack and Sean as well. Another thing that is really good that I'm very happy to say is a good thing is that with these commission tabs that are going on, it is much better to go through the process and see all of your documents loading at the same time. When I go in and look at, can you go to the market?
Hey, Roger?
Yeah.
Roger, can I poke in real quick?
Yeah, jump in.
So to answer Bob's question, how should we be turning in referrals? First of all, you always want to make sure in your documents that you have the referral form and the W-9 loaded into your opportunity. That's check number one. Check number two is under commissions. When you're in the commissions tab, if you're going to add a referral to the system, you're going to add them in with the commission percentage, their tax ID, their type, the company that we're going to pay, and who the agent is that it goes to, where we're sending the check. We got to fill in this whole box right here. Do you guys see this box?
Yeah.
It is so important, and that's why we're getting rid of green sheets so quickly, because green sheets does not have a place to put all of this information, and then staff has to go on a scavenger hunt to try to find this W-9. Some people don't have it, and then you have to contact the other agent who's in Georgia or Guam or wherever, and it just takes more time for Roger to pay you. And we just can't stand that. We want to be able to pay you as soon as possible. So if you are going and converting your teams and your systems into Command, this is where you add your referral information. It comes off of the top of the GCI, and then Roger doesn't have to go on a scavenger hunt for it. Does that answer your question, Bob?
It did.
Excellent.
Perfect.
See, I'm glad that somebody was on the screen that could do that. I will say real quick caveat, I'm 5 months into this role, didn't have a great amount of training, and Jay's got a question as well, and I will definitely get to that. And I'm sorry that the last 2 weeks have been crazy. It happens once a year. I do still belong to the military. I wear a uniform to protect all of y'all's rights to be as stupid as you want to be within the law, and me included. And so I know that things have been lingering, and I apologize, and that will be fixed as of this week. We're getting back to the N by 10 process that day. Something comes in after about 10:30, 10:45, it will be rolled to the next business day, just because that allows us to get our normal business processes going on and keep that flowing. So that is our goal. N by 10, process that day. If not, it will go into the next day.
And Roger, that doesn't mean just the check in by 10. That means your paperwork is in by 10 too.
Process that to get it through. Miss Mary Murphy, everybody loves Mary. We all love Mary, and she's doing a phenomenal job picking up on a lot of things that has helped us out while we've been down Doki. And we're going to keep going through that and see how that goes. Jay.
Quick question. How soon do you want the commissions tab filled out, or how late do you want it filled out? If there's any changes between that negotiation towards the end of closing, we now have to come back to you to alter that. So how late do you want the full fill it out?
Okay.
Do you need info?
So, on time frame of your commission tab, you are more than welcome to start loading your commission tab if you have a contract in place that you know that you have an estimated closing date. That's fine. I have no problem. If there are changes that are happening that you cannot go into and physically change on your end because you've locked it in and I've already moved it, that's okay. And I'll tell you why. You send me an email, and if anybody has ever had a problem with sending me an email about this and it not being fixed, please tell me. Because that's one of my goals, is to make sure that I give you what you need. So what happens is, you'll send me an update, hey, something has changed. That's fine, because then I can go into Winmore, which is your DA program. When I send you those DAs that they come out, that's a program called Winmore. I can go in there and make any changes within a parameter that need to be made. Closing date, percentages. If, say, Bob and Blake have one and Blake didn't get put on the commission tab for whatever reason, he's getting a half a unit on it. I can go in and add that in. So if there are things that need to happen that way, just let me know. I can go in and make those changes, but getting as much information into this as possible when you have it is key.
Is it best for you to release it right after the change?
I can release it if you have something that happens before you see that I've imported it or that I've approved it, and I can reject it. That's fine. I can do that. And that's not a problem.
Our team waits until after inspections and then
What was the question?
The main question was what the time frame is of when they want all the stuff to put in commissions tabs and all. And that's where I was explaining about when more I can make changes and things like that.
Commissions tab should be taken care of just like a green sheet. So once you have an accepted offer, you have a bottom line purchase agreement, then your next step should be to fill in that green sheet or that commissions tab.
Alrighty.
Alrighty, it is past time. Thank you guys for sticking around and asking such great questions. We love you. Stay safe out there and go get us some listings. Rock on, Keller Williams.
Money. Later, girl. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Have a great day. I am turning us off and leaving this message.
We're gonna go process some commission checks.